am just exhilarated to share this episode with you. A lady named Cass allowed me to come to her house and film an entire plant tour, houseplant tour of her over 250 plant collection. And when I say it was amazing, it was chef's kiss incredible, exceeded all of my expectations. There were so many plants there I had never even seen before, rare, uncommon. She had Hoyas, Anthurium, Philodendrons. I mean, I could go on, and not to mention that her pets were like, I just wanted to take them home with me. And this was my first time meeting Cass. Well, actually, it turns out we have met each other one time before, which is kind of a cool, funny story, which we do share. But it is not easy to just let somebody into your home to film your entire plant collection and home. So not only was she allowing me into her home, she was welcoming all of you into her home as well. And Cass's story is one that's just so full of strength and courage and hope and just completely full of inspiration. So like I said, make sure to show her lots of love, and huge thank you to you, Cass, for letting me come and see your collection. I'm so excited to have made a new plant friend. Now, if you're new to my channel and you're wondering what kind of content have I stumbled across, like this is fun, well, welcome. My name is Ashley and we are all crazy plant people here, plant lovers. So if that brings a smile to your face, make sure to subscribe so episodes will show up in your news feed. And we also have a wonderful plant community on Instagram that we would love for you to be part of. So I'm really excited to jump into it. But first, a huge thank you to our partner for this episode. If it wasn't for them, there's no way I could go and film all of this really cool content for you guys. So big thank you to Picnic for partnering with me. More than 50 million people in the US suffer from allergies, and more than half can't find treatments that are fully effective. Now, as you all know, I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm in the southeast of the United States, and the pollen this time of year is insane. Our cars are coated in yellow, the streets are coated in yellow. Picnic makes getting personalized, effective allergy treatment a breeze. With FDA-approved medications, personalized plans, a high-quality patient care, and convenient home delivery. Through their allergist-built quiz, Picnic provides a treatment plan based on previous treatments, current symptoms, and medication preferences. They offer everything from nasal sprays, which I use, and oral antihistamines, which I use as well. They have eye drops and throat lozenges. Everything will be shipped directly to your door, and you'll have ongoing direct support whenever you need it. You can skip your shipment when needed or cancel your subscription at any time. It's easy. First, you'll take a super simple allergy quiz about your symptoms, history, and medication preferences. From there, Picnic will walk you through what type of medicine to take and why. If a prescription is recommended, you'll set up a quick virtual consult with a doctor. Picnic will then ship your allergy medicine straight to your door on your schedule. For me, the process was incredibly smooth. I did set up a virtual consult with a doctor. It was so easy. Received my medications. I'm having a much better time with my fatigue, runny nose, the dripping down my throat, the sneezing, the eyes hurting, just all the things that I suffer with when it comes to allergy season. Click the link below to sign up for Picnic and receive 50% off your first order plus free shipping. Simply take the quiz and the promotion will automatically apply. Now, if you see a plant that you are interested in or have a question about, make sure to leave them in the comments below. All right, guys, please enjoy the tour of Cass's plant collection.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Guys. Oh, I'm like so comfortable here already.
They're very neglected, as you can tell. They don't get any love. And so when new people come, they have to like pretend like, you know, oh, love me because I'm so neglected at home. So this is Hodor.
Okay.
This is Jack. And then this is Midori.
Hi,
So,
Midori, look at you.
Yes. She's a rescue from the Charlotte area.
Okay.
He's a rescue from the track. He came from Florida. Like, I knew with every bit of my being, the last thing I needed was a puppy. But it's actually been, because we just, these two are old. I mean, grouchy old men and women. So he has just like brought the life out of her. Like, she has never been so happy. So this has become her dog.
Thank you so much for letting me come over.
Hey, no problem. It was hilarious. Dora said she had talked to you and you were like looking, you know, for people to, and I was like, oh, well, hey, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, and she came in here and she was like, oh yes. And I was like,
well, this is amazing. I mean, people are going to flip out.
yeah, well, and
This is so
it's
good.
my entire collection of over 250 plants is in this room.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right, nice.
So
It's great having it all in one spot too.
it's, yeah, because it sounds, because if you sit here and look, you're like, yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe this is me. I'm like, 250 plants. Like, I don't feel like I have 250 plants. And then everybody's like, you know, how long does it take you to water? A couple hours on Sunday. That's like my Sunday routine. I get up in the morning and start watering and checking everything. And I work from home, so like my office is right there. And so like as I get up and take breaks, I just come and check on everything. I'm a busy bee, like, and with COVID and everything that's went on and being kind of locked down at home, it's given me something to do. A little over 2 years ago, like my addiction was CrossFit. That's what I did 6 times a week, like all of that. And then like I started not feeling well. Come to find out I had breast cancer. So then I went through chemo, double mastectomy, and then along with that, I found out I had a broken back, had to do back surgery. So like within, like right as COVID was hitting as well. So it was like chemo, COVID, broken back during that, double mastectomy, back surgery, everything, and being locked down. So I went from being super active to like being broken and hurt and feel like crap and depressed. Like my depression was like something out of this world. So my cousin was visiting and she took me out and we bought a plant. It was a succulent, and the next thing I know, like I had a ton of succulents and I started making succulent arrangements for everybody and selling them. And then like I bought a houseplant, and now May will be 2 years since my first plant.
Nice.
2 years. So when I do something, I kind of do it big.
Girl, you and me both.
It's all or nothing. So, you know, and like now, like I'm trying to figure out, so I got done with chemo, had my back surgery, all of that. And then soon thereafter, my husband was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So he's just finishing up chemo now and going through radiation. And so he's kind of been at home like while I do all of this. And he's not very planty, but he's like, hey, if it makes you happy, do whatever you want. So
do you find it's therapeutic?
For me, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, it's my happy place. And it's so funny because very few of my like real life friends are like super into plants. Like they look at me like I'm crazy. I got a HOYA compacta and I killed it. And I was like, oh, I can't keep Hoyas alive. So I was like, And then she was like, just try this Hoya. And now I have like, I think I have about 120 Hoyas. I'm pretty much Hoya, Philodendron, and Anthurium. Anthurium's kind of my new love.
Oh, yes. Isn't it funny how you go through phases and it's certain plants and...
And I want all of them. And this is part of my problem is that like, I have to remind myself, I don't have to have them all right now. I don't have to. I want them all right now.
Yeah.
Like all of them. And I used to be pretty good about being like, oh, I'll just sell something and, you know, go on one of our Facebook pages and sell them locally. Well, 2 things happen. One, the price of everything has dropped. And so I have a hard time, especially if I bought something at say $100 and I've grown it for the past year. I don't want to sell it for $40.
Right.
So then I'm like, no, I'll just keep it. And then the fact that I've pretty much sold everything that I don't mesh with. So I don't want to get rid of anything. And I don't like cutting things because I want big mama plants. So it's finding that balance.
Yeah, and it'll change over time, and it's just doing whatever you love right now.
Exactly.
And going with the flow. It's a journey.
Yep.
It's our plant journey. So and you and I
Have we met?
Yes, we did.
Met before,
actually,
right?
I have the plant that we met over. So we met at Malone's. It was their, I want to say their first big rare plant drop. And it was like madhouse. And you were there filming, and I'd seen you, and it was funny because my son was there. I was like, she's on YouTube, and he's like, oh. You know, because kids these days with YouTube. So he was all excited too. But I was sitting there trying to get up and get a plant, and there was a girl in front of me, and she was just like scooping them all up. She had this whole armload of plants, and this is like, I had just started getting into like rare plants. So like, to me, $40, $50 at the time was like,
yeah,
am I gonna spend that much on a plant? And she had a couple, and you could tell she was also debating like, which one do I want? And I was like, hey, because she had a Humidifier in her hands, and I was like, are you gonna get that? And she was like, well, I'm trying to decide. I was like, well, if you don't want it, instead of setting it back down, because there was a million people around the table, I was like, can I get it? She was like, oh, well, I think I'm gonna get it. And you happened to be standing right there, and you had a Humidifier in your hands, and you were like, you can have this one. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Aww.
So I ended up getting my Humidifier. So I personally have found the easier the plant, the more likely I am to kill it.
Yeah.
I water, I baby, I am like all up in my plant's business every single day. I'm like, and so it's really funny to me when I do find, funny might not be the best word, when I find pests, and I'm like, I look at you every single day. Where did this come from? How is this possible? And so I just started getting beneficial bugs.
What type are you trying out?
I got these little packets on Amazon from the Good Guys. Oops. So they're the Cumaris.
Do you find it's helping?
I think so. I haven't, like, giving it time. Like, I haven't seen bugs come out. And I actually broke open like 2 or 3, probably 3 or 4 of these, and sprinkled them on the plants that had the, I had thrips and some spider mites. And I sprinkled them on there, and I haven't seen them since. But I also haven't seen these guys, so I don't know if maybe they're just too small. I don't know.
Right.
But
they're doing their job, just we can't really see them.
Exactly. So I think I'm going to keep doing that. Like, and I'm also one of those, if I catch a ladybug outside, I'm going to be like, here, go in here.
I love ladybugs so much. Yeah.
I found when I had to travel for work the other day, and there was a ladybug in my hotel room, and I was like, would it be weird if I took you back home with me? So with my soil mixes, I do everything. Anything and everything. I try it all. Some works for some things, some don't. And so I just get creative. So even in here, like I just recently started with the stratum. Fluval stratum. People are raving about it. And this was my first one. You can see it's gotten a ton of roots. So I'm like, hey, we'll give it a go. But then I have some that are just in leca. I have some that are in pond. I have some that are in net pots. I have some that are in plastic cups. I just figure out what works for what, or I'm always trying something new. And I have certain ones like this guy. This is a cutting off this is my Big Mama Brogée, and I did this like
look at that.
Hello roots. This is an expensive Hoya. Like one 2-leaf cutting I've seen go usually 120, 150, and it's my fastest growing, happiest Hoya. So I don't understand why, but hey, I'll take it. It's fabulous for trading. That's my favorite. I love to trade. So, and so many of these I got in trades. This one is in a moss strata mix.
So what is it strata?
Stratum. S-T-R-A-T-U-M. People put it in fish tanks for like shrimp and stuff because I guess it's got some nutrients and stuff already built into it. And so I guess, I don't know, people were just raving about it. This is one of the plants I just recently won that I'm over the moon about. It's a Anthurium Jack of Clubs Ace of Spades hybrid.
Oh, how fun.
So excited to see what this looks like.
That's exciting.
Somebody just sent me some seeds for me to practice with. Some kind of Anthurium, I don't know what. But I think it's cute how this leaf's all pointy and this leaf's all round on both of them.
Oh,
so who knows?
Adorable.
Who knows what those are gonna turn out to be like. And then down here on the bottom, I have a heat mat between the glass and the base of this. And so this keeps, it's at 76 degrees, and before we open this was about 66% humidity. And these guys, most of them just thrive in here.
And what is this?
This is one of the IKEA Millsbo cabinets. Yeah. So I've just converted it. I took the glass out, added the these longer brackets so that these Rubbermaid shelves. And then just everything from Amazon, I just pretty much, so that I could hang stuff from the back. And I like these shelves because the humidity and everything flows better, the airflow. I got my fans and everything up here. Whoops, sorry, Jack.
I have these same fans, they're great.
I love them. I have them in just about everything. And then I found these at Target the other day for $3. And I actually made a little reel on Instagram because these had fake plants in them, but the top was like rock hard. It was really hard, so I had to get like a hammer and screwdriver to like get it out, but I emptied them out and then put some little Hoyas in there, and I think they're adorable. So this is a Septalis or something like that. I'm not very good with the...
I'll be putting the names of each plant on here as we talk about it.
And then this one is like a Walliana. This one this is one of my, and it's starting to wrap around here. This is a Crassipitola Splash, and it's starting to sunstress with some of the pink, and we actually got some new leaves coming. This one's an Incrusata Albo Marginita. And then this is the one with the
Croyana.
Yeah, the silver one. And then this is a Panchoy. And then we have our random non-Hoya in here, which is a Monstera PINNATIPARTITA. It just kind of made it back in the corner. I was going to sell it at one point, and then I decided to keep it. And then so I try to keep names on a lot of these because I will lose track. Like this one, oh, here we go, Chicken Farm. This guy right here is, it's a Sarawak. And I have broken off its new leaf so many times accidentally, but now we finally have its first new leaf since I've had it that is being successful, that I have not somehow accidentally broken off. I've really got into these guys with these dark veiny leaves. So I have a ton of them, but this is a Calamatan. And then we got the Obavata, which we finally have some new leaves coming out here. That's taken like forever.
So I see most of these in Leca and Pond.
Or Leca Pond mix. Me and soil, we don't get along very well. So between my first summer having plants, the fungus gnats, like my husband, that was the only time since I've had plants that he is like, okay, something has to change, because it was like all the time. So since I've gotten rid of the soil, we really, like, it's been very limited. Yeah, this is a Polynura Brogée. And I think there's a Polynura Silver and Brogée, and I think they're the same thing. It just depends on who you talk to. I got this as a Brogée. That's how the person, I traded for it, and that's how what they called it. So that's just kind of, you know, sometimes we got to take the the word of, you know, so that's one of my babies. This one right here is another one that I'm absolutely obsessed with. We got Meredithy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm hoping for new leaves sometime soon. We started getting a runner, but then I don't understand how sometimes the runners on the Hoyas just seem to die.
I have that same problem.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. These guys are like some of my favorites, just because they're so happy. Like, look at the size of this leaf on this. It's a
Admiring that one.
CAUDATA Sumatra. Like, I've never seen one that big.
And then you have this one up here, so cute.
This right here is a Dischidia. I've seen people post that they have them at Lowe's for like, you know, occasionally. I think it's at Lowe's or other places. And you probably buy a full pot for $10. But like this little guy I have brought back to life so many times that I'm like, no, we're just gonna keep growing you. But look at this little guy. He's shimmery and like purple.
What kind is this?
He is a GPS 7240, I think, or something like that. But they're expensive, and so I just got the one and I traded for it. So hopefully it will grow and be fabulous. I have the Macrophylla, the mama, which is just a basic one. But then we had, it threw out this leaf, which is kind of like the pot of gold. So I cut it off because I was like, I'm gonna try to replicate this without paying for a pot of gold. But then we have a solid green leaf, and now we have a solid white leaf. So I don't know. It just has a mind of its own.
So what grow lights did you say you're using in here?
So in here, these are they're from Amazon. They're the Barina T5s.
Okay. I use Merino ones as well.
I don't know, somebody on Instagram had contacted me and was like, hey, if you'll get these lights from Amazon and write a review, we'll give you your money back. A billion different kinds of random lights that I've gotten, whether it be discount or I got them on sale or something, but these are the ones that I'm going to start, I think, trying to transition the majority of my cabinets over to, because my plants just really, the Hoyas really like them. My Anthurium cabinets, I'll probably keep the little bit lower light because I don't want to crispy them up. Something I recently changed out on these that I would recommend for people, because I had first the weather stripping that a lot of people had recommended that like stuck, but then I saw somebody said use Gorilla Tape. So I just stuck it to the inside of the door, folded it over so it has that. And then this way when it closes, it seals, and it also creates, instead of having that white film that was on the original one, it's dark, so it kind of blends better.
Okay,
and then I recently got these, which I absolutely love. I know they were shipped from China and they took a while, but they're like heavy duty, and you have to buy, anybody who gets them that has a Mills bow, you have to buy the adapter because they don't line up, but the adapter's only a couple $.
Where did you get this?
The adapter is from Amazon, but the handle is from Etsy. Show you this cabinet is a little bit more of a combination of things. A lot more philodendrons. I also have a little fish tank in here. Come on, Jack, watch out.
He's such a good boy.
He's like, I need to be in the mix. Oh, old man.
A quick break for some Jack pets.
Oh. Yes, it's okay, old man.
Such a good boy.
But this is a lot of propagations as well. Yup. Actually, you probably need that. I haven't named him. I wasn't sure.
To come up with a name.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how happy he was going to be, and I've gotten a little bit of kickback because people say this tank is too small, so I got to get a bigger one. I'm not a super big fish person, but I had gotten it because I'd seen so many people talk about like how good fish water is for the plants, and so I'm plant sitting for somebody right now.
Okay.
So I actually have a whole bunch of plants from somebody else while they're out of town, and this is one of them she had gotten from Ecuagenera, and it barely had any roots, and so we just stuck it in here.
Wow.
And this leaf looked like pretty much this when we stuck it in here.
Okay.
And now it's unfurled. It's an El Choco. Wow. And it's so happy in here in the little fish tank.
That's so cool how you have it set up and just growing straight out of the...
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get a bigger fish tank and probably put it down on bottom and kind of adjust it.
I see sometimes people will put their aerial roots into fish tanks. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do.
Well, and this way too, like when it comes to changing water, I can just stick a cup down in there and then pour it in the plants, and they'll have fish fertilizer, which will be way better than... I purchased, some fish fertilizer, and one day watered with it, and it stunk so bad. My family was so mad at me because like our whole house, oh, it was not good. It was not pretty at all. But this guy right here, look at this new leaf.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
This is Mama back here.
Crystallinum?
And it's probably one of the biggest crystallinum I have ever seen. And it's huge. And then we also...
You can love the color of new Anthurium leaves.
Yes. Oh, this is why I want a dock block so bad. Like actually, so my birthday is Friday.
You want a what?
A dock block.
What's that?
An Anthurium dock block.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I will have to show you. Oh, I want one, but my friends, we always do something for each other for our birthdays, and my birthday is Friday, so I'm just like, send me money, and I'm gonna put it towards the dock block. So I found a girl that has one up in the Cary area, and I'm gonna get that for my birthday, so I'm excited. Nice. But look at this. This guy has a
flower.
Yeah, I have another one over here that is blooming, and I have like this little, so every time I see it get a little bit more pollen, I'm scraping it off into this.
Tell me what this is, the setup you have.
So I don't know if this is gonna work at all. I've just seen other people scrape it into foil. Yeah. So I have this little, it's for cleaning, because I don't have it'd probably be better if I got a paintbrush. So I just kind of come over here and kind of brush it off.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping this is for my pendants, this guy right here, which just gave me a new leaf too, which is
so beautiful.
Oh, but so I'm hoping, you know, we'll try it. Every time we go to plant swaps or anything, like if I'm not selling, I'll still sit there and chat with everybody because it's just fun. You know, it's
go to a plant swap with you one day. I've never been.
We have one. Actually, we have one coming up March 25th, I think. So we all just sit around and have a good time and chat plants and enjoy an afternoon. So it's fabulous. We do that about once a month now.
Well, maybe I'll invite myself to one of your plant swaps.
Oh, come on, it's for everybody. Okay. So anybody that wants it. How do
people find out about it? Facebook?
Yeah, the Charlotte plant swap. This is one of the variegated domesticums. And this, actually, I traded the top cut of this for my brochet. But like these guys, all these guys I bought is like 1 or 2 leaf cuttings.
What is this one?
This is the 69686.
I have one of these and it's great.
Yeah. And well,
have you had success with it?
So this guy is really funny. I got it as it had one tiny root, 2 leaf cutting with a tiny root, and I lost both leaves and literally somehow saved just the node, and we've gotten to here. But I paid for the 2 leaf cutting what people are now paying for like full plants. So this would be one that I'd be like, I can't really part with because I paid a ton for it and I put so much effort into growing it. But I love it. I love weird leaf shapes. Yopii? Yopii?
Getting all flush.
I'm like, that between the that one and the variegated Billy right now, like my husband was down in Miami last weekend and he went to Perfect Choice to get me a plant, and they had a variegated Billy and it was big, but it was $7,500. I'm like, yeah, just 6 months worth of mortgage, you know. But I got a cute little, instead he got me this. This is my little birthday present.
Oh,
it's a Florida bronze.
Oh, wow.
I got to repot it.
So cool.
It's
I haven't heard of a Florida bronze before.
It's when the leaves come out, they're very bronzy.
Okay.
And you can kind of see the color.
Yes, you can.
This was my first big, expensive in a sense, plant purchase before I got
beautiful one.
Into the expensive. I spent like, I think $140, $150 on this. I've had this for 1.5 years and we have been through trials and tribulations. When I first got it, it didn't have like any variegation. Chop, chop, chop. I tried to sell it at one point because I had no variegation. Nobody wanted it. Nobody was like, and then all of a sudden it started putting out half moons. And it's not getting big, but it's beautiful. And so we got some roots going here. And then we just got that. This is a silver blush.
Beautiful.
So I'm, you know, now that I'm getting into the anthuriums, I got to figure out how to chop them. I'm always. Yep. So this is another Mills bow right here.
All right.
And then this is the IKEA Rudsta.
Rudsta. I like it.
So I bought this one from a girl locally. She already had like the lights and the holes drilled in it and everything. So it was kind of
no brainer.
Yeah, it was an easy little mix. And then I made it my anthurium cabinet, which is like my super happy place. Like, there's just something about anthurium leaves that, I don't know, it just makes you think of the jungle. And the Warrocks, like I need 42 more of these.
Wow, they look so healthy.
And this one I got was my first Equigenera order. Okay. And it's just been rocking life.
So you've
like,
been mostly in moss, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Look, I think I'm about to get a new leaf.
Oh, yeah.
So I took this, I think it's from Dollar Tree or something like that. And then I just burned the holes in here so that it has, but I don't, obviously it's that far usually. But I mean, look at these leaves, or these
roots look great.
Roots, like they've just went bananas. And I just got this guy in December from Equigenera. And now I bought 2 plants from them on my first order that I had shipped. The other one was a Philodendron Patricia, which was one of my big wish list plants, but it died. This guy is a Magnificum Verde hybrid. And when these leaves come out, they're just amazing. But you can see the...
It's so velvety.
Yeah, the shimmer. I love the velvet.
And it is shimmery.
And like this guy right here, that's... I got this from a local purchase. And it's one of my favorites. And then this one I just got at the plant swap recently. And it's a Anthurium pterodactyl Clairnaviva, however you say that, hybrid. So it's the pterodactyl mixed with this guy right here. And it's going to be amazing. And then I think this one's just a Magnificum. This one's a silver hope, crystal hope.
Beautiful.
Crystal hope. And then a bakery back here. And then of course Forgetii. And then this is just one of the like bird's nest anthuriums. And then this we are working on, this is a not an anthurium, a albo, MONSTERA albo chonk.
Okay.
We had it in the fish tank for a little bit. So this is one I'm babysitting for somebody. We had it in there and it started rotting, and so now I've stuck it in here and we're gonna see.
So what do you normally do with this substrate?
Kind of use it like a pon or a leca. So it's got
So it arrives and you wash it out?
You don't wash this one out at all because it has all the nutrients in it. So it's not rocky. Like if you feel it, it almost, I don't know what it, like it's almost soft.
Like clay.
Yeah. And so it does kind of,
yeah, it crumbles a little bit too.
but I literally just got this like maybe 2 weeks ago, so I'm playing with it, so we'll see. But some people have been raving about it, and I'm like, as soon as people start like, oh my God. Yeah, you just throw it in there and put some water on it and let them go.
Hey, that's
so,
kind of
right? I'm like, variegated bird's nest fern. It's my first fern, because I'm from Oregon and we have ferns everywhere and they grow like weeds. So like fern has never been like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get a fern. No, that's never. I'm like, that's a weed where I'm from. But this, like,
this one's special, huh?
It's gorgeous. This was my first little cabinet that I made.
This is so cute.
So this is one of the Hilton Carter cabinets, but I got it on Facebook Marketplace for like 40 bucks. So, you know. And then I took a piece of plywood for this one, and then I took some spray foam and made like little places for the pots. And then once it dried, I pulled the pots out and then just used like leca and pawn in there.
Okay.
And if you look, I think
There's a badon.
we're gonna have some flowers, maybe, which will be my, hopefully, if all goes well, knock on wood, those will be my first successful flowers if they come. So.
That's exciting.
Right. This baby is one that I am plant sitting, and it is very happy. We got a nice new leaf. I'm like, the girl I'm plant sitting for has some of the most amazing plants. I'm like, can I keep them all? If you want to be gone for longer, just let me know. I'm happy to babysit. That's a Jose Bueno.
Okay.
Wow,
it's so
it's so pretty. It's just gorgeous.
Yes. It's a happy guy.
It's happy.
Happy.
This is one of my new babies from this plant. I just separated it. I'm like, oh, look at
It's just the one little
right
leaf. Oh my gosh, obsessed.
About 5 years ago, I did the ancestry DNA test. I got it for me and my husband for Christmas. Trying to figure out, you know, what our background is. Well, surprise! Found out I have a new dad. So, and he quickly, like, I actually connected with a cousin. He was like, I don't think your dad is who you think it is. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? And sure enough, he was like, hold on, let me make a phone call. So he calls his uncle, and his uncle's like, oh, Tina? Oh yeah, that's my daughter for sure. So come to find out, my mother had been living with the guy who I thought was my dad while having some side extravaganzas. And she had gotten pregnant, and the guy who is my dad was like, hey, is that my kid? And she was like, nope. And she disappeared and never, like, he saw her like, I don't know, he said like 10 years ago or something. He'd ran into her, but nothing got brought up. And so, yeah. But anyway, so I have one of the cute little IKEA terrariums that I have like my little jewel orchids and a couple little begonias. Let's see. I have, what is it, like the little soderini, a philodendron. I think it's a Peru or Brazil. It's something that you would think is something else. But I almost lost this to thrips as well. But now we got rid of the thrips, put it in here, and it seems to be happy. And I love some of these jewel orchids. Some of the stuff on top is the beneficial bugs that I threw in here just to make sure. And I have a little fan in here. So, and it's on like a little timer.
Nice.
Because I almost lost a few plants in here because I originally had this down there and I couldn't get to it very well, so I didn't open it up very often.
Sure.
So I ordered a fan and we got our little timer and everything, so it's going back there. This guy right here is a Jose Bueno TENUE cross.
Oh.
Like, how fun is that? These are some Costa Farms Hoyas that were at Lowe's. These two right here that, I mean, really, we're sun stressing. This is a little ring of fire that I just got at the plant swap the other day. And then a little, me and the regular Polynura, we don't get along very well. So it's out here just kind of trying to live its life, this one too. Right here, this is one of mine from Grow. This is the Golden Dragon.
Pretty.
And I've even chopped it a couple times, and we just got a brand new leaf right there. So I'm very happy. My little booby cactus.
Looking so cute.
So I got this because after having my double mastectomy, I was like, I don't have boobs, but my cactus does. So that was like one of my wish list plants. So now, you know, I don't have them, but it does. I bought this from a local girl as well. This is a Iridescence, which I don't think is its specific name because I think Iridescence is like, I have a Iridescence red emerald. So I think there's something else, but I don't know what. And of course, Brazil, because, you know, you have to have Brazil.
Of course.
This is my Billy.
pretty.
Which I love. I got this as a 1-leaf cutting, and we got a new leaf coming. Yay!
Is that exciting?
Some Hoyas. It's new leaves. These two just came since I've had it. Look at.
What kind is that?
This is a Motoesky.
Okay.
And I've never heard of it, but like I love the veins. And I mean, really though, look at
beautiful.
That leaf just makes me excited.
So beautiful.
This is a Costa Farms Publicaix Splash or whatever, and it has just been the happiest thing. And it just keeps giving me beautiful splashy leaves. So, you know, one of those $15 like happy plants. This is one of the SCINDAPSUS Silver Clouds.
It's beautiful. I love the color.
My little sunrise. I put the Barinas up in here, so now we're getting some sun stressing. Look at this. I got this from a girl recently, and I almost killed it once with root rot.
What is it?
This is a pink princess. Wow. So, but it's so dark.
So red. It's like maroon and
right. This is another lovely Gunter's. It's an Ernesti that I got for $35, and it was on my wish list. So, hey,
great find.
You know, and this is a skeleton key. And wow. I'm trying to get it to do the skeleton key stuff. But if you notice, this thing goes down here, all the way down here, back up here, all the way up here, and then it's over here. So I have like 2 places I'm air layering it because we're, you know, we got a new leaf, but we are not doing the skeleton key. I was told if it climbs, so I'm trying. Actually, this is latifolia, I think, yeah. But look at these leaves. Wow. Like, it's gorgeous. And here's our squammy that we met. So I chopped it, and there's its first new leaf since the chop.
So cute.
And that's the one from Malone's. Atopoense, SCINDAPSUS Jade, Dark Lord, and then a MONSTERA ARGY something. Our Linares. And then here is my attempts to, I was told planks. So this is a melanochrysum.
Yeah, I like how you have both the epicremnum and the...
Because they just weren't, I was like, look, you're gonna have to share your space. But my melanochrysum, we finally, so you could tell we had some issues here. But we're finally put, I thought if we climbed, we'd get bigger. Right. We seem to be getting smaller. Oh, no. I don't know, but we're learning. Here's another one of our Costa Farms Baltic Blues. Like, hi, cutie.
Sorry.
Oh, this is my Okinawa kitty.
Oh, she's so pretty.
This is Charlie. Oh, Hodor
when you say Okinawa kitty, what do you, did you live there?
Yeah, when I was in the Army, I was stationed there.
My husband was in the Army too.
Okay, hey, go Army.
Yeah.
That was my last duty station. We were stationed in Okinawa, and she was my first foster kitty, my first foster fail. And here we are 10 years later, and she is still ruling the house. She's traveled the world with us. So.
She's beautiful.
Thank you. Holtentanium.
Wow, look, I have not seen that one before.
Like, I got this one as a cutting as well. It can be a little temperamental. This is a new leaf. I don't know. It's still figuring itself out, I guess. But I love the leaf shape. So this guy right here, I got him as a rehab, and he has definitely been a rehab. It is a Postazanum that does not look like a Postazanum yet. So I'm hoping, at least that's what I got him as.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure. But each leaf we get a little bit better, like shape-wise, like this. I mean, we're just a little wonky, you know? And then my Jungle Boogie, which when I first saw these, I didn't know I needed one because I'd seen little ones, and then I saw a mature form, and I was like, yes. This is one of my first purchases from Cactus Club. It's just red emerald, and I have chopped it multiple times. You can kind of see, and it just keeps going. So probably one of the happiest cheap plants that
it is.
It's a fabulous starter plant for anybody who's looking. Oh yeah. And that's how she escapes. She's like, nope, done.
Taking a break.
This guy, my elbow.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh
my gosh, I love the please don't die.
Yeah, please don't die. Please don't die. I first started this out in my cabinet, and then it quickly was getting too big for the cabinet, and I was like, okay, I can't have you acclimate to this cabinet and then outgrow it. So threw it on the plank, brought it out here. It took about 2 months before I got a leaf, but now it's putting them out again, and
it's acclimated.
Happy. This guy right here, have you seen these, the serpens? Look at that fuzzy petiole. I mean, really, have you ever seen?
That's so pretty. I mean, that's wild. You know, I like some fuzzy stuff,
right?
Too.
It's this guy right here is a Bessier.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I cannot. I love this one. This guy right here, we're struggling. We have it in some of the stratum. Actually, I need to check it. See if we got any roots. Not yet. But starts with a Q. Anthurium Q, and it gets really big and beautiful. So we're hoping that'll survive. This right here is a Debilis, which I didn't know until, so I picked it up. It was gorgeous. And Dora was like, yeah, I didn't get one of those because Debilis in Spanish means weakness. And sure enough, I lost all the leaves and everything. And I was like, huh, well, maybe I should have asked about that first. But I think we might come back.
That's so funny.
This is the girl that I'm plant sitting for. She just recently, this is a variegated Viridifolium. Wow. Looks pretty cool. And I mean, look at this TENUE. Or not TENUE, Veitchii. Sorry. Like, look at that. It's got abs. And then I got 2 Pallidiforums. I meant to only get one, but I forgot to delete I decided to go with the bigger one instead of the little one. And then I forgot to delete it out of my cart. Whoops. Oh, darn. Now I have 2. That one over there that I have, that's the Pterodactyl Clarinivivum. That's a more mature leaf.
Oh, wow.
And this one isn't mine, but it's beautiful. And then I got these cute little lights at Target the other day.
Oh my gosh.
They got like a little, hold on, they're battery powered.
I love the little MONSTERA leaf.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here we have McDowell.
Yeah.
Which is,
Mine just grows like crazy.
Oh, I got it little and it just keeps going. And then Jose, which we got a new leaf coming. Mexicanum. And then String of Hearts. And then I got a Florida back there. And then this cabinet I built myself. Wow. I ended up getting the Dettol for like, I think 20 bucks or 40 bucks, something like that on Marketplace. And I had kind of planned to do this with my Mills bow, but I spent full price for those. So I was like, let me start off with a cheap one. But it's spray foam and driftwood, and I have like kind of like pictures breaking down on Instagram how I did it. But okay. And then I just, I took these. So this again is the Gorilla Tape, but the clear Gorilla Tape. And then down there I took like I went to Lowe's and got like the tile and tried to seal all that in. I have a spreadsheet with like drawn out with like where the holes are and then what Hoya's in which one, so I don't forget the names of everything. Look at you. Because so many of them look relatively similar and you'll think you're gonna remember a name forever, and then no. Here's another one I'm babysitting. I mean, is this beast not amazing? Yes. This is my Pariso Verde from Cactus Club. I actually recently chopped it because it was about to hit the ceiling. And I have not mastered getting the variegation out. Like, I have heard heat, I've heard light, so we're gonna throw it outside this summer and see how we do, because we just keep getting green.
Are you excited for summer? Are you putting some of your plants out?
I really want a greenhouse. It's like, I found one I want. They have one, there's a carport place over in Salisbury that makes carports, but they also make greenhouses. And they have like this heavy duty one. was like $4,000. And I'm like, I want it, but like I said, with my husband, like he's just finishing up chemo and everything, so we have all those fun bills, so it's like priorities. But we're gonna get there. We are. Look at this magnificent leaf.
What is this?
This is this, I got this at Gunter's. It's a Soderoy AFF, but this leaf right here is just, it just unfurled the other day, and I'm like, amazing. Here's another one I'm plant sitting that's fabulous, the Clarinavivum. And it's even got a new leaf coming. This guy right here, my Plowmani. My husband got me this for my birthday last year from Cactus Club. They were super sweet. They were like, oh, they gave me a discount for my birthday because, you know, I love to shop in there. This is one of my Halloween decorations. I love octopus. So when I lived in Okinawa, I used to scuba dive a lot. And so I'm a big octopus fan. So this was a Halloween decoration that had to stay.
Love it.
This is one of our Lowe's Treubiis that has went bananas.
Look at that.
Like,
Grown like crazy.
I've never seen one vine like this. Oh, it's growing up and around there. I mean, seriously. Like, and then my Stiltopicana, it goes up and around. And then this, my Exotica that I bought, it was beautiful when I bought it, and then I repotted it. It's not happy with me. It's so mad at me. I don't know if it's gonna die. I don't know if it's gonna bounce back. Another Florida. I love weird leaf shapes, so I have like 2 or 3 Floridas. And then another one of my little Hoya cabinets. Wow. So, and then I've gotten where I started making my own trellises for the most part, other than Lowe's, or not Lowe's. Target had cute ones the other day for $1.
Ooh, nice.
So like
Good
this
find.
little leaf one, that's from Target for $1.
Wow.
But this was a fun one I made the other day. Like, just like a little twisty.
That's so cute. You could hang it on something.
Right, and then you just slide it right up there and hang it in. And then, yeah, so they're a little crooked, but hey, when you have this many plants and you need trellises, I just buy some wire on Amazon and go.
Brilliant.
And then we got this guy down here. Where are you at, Venus? My little beardy. She likes to come out and try to climb on the plants when I let her. She's a pill. It's Rojo Congo that I got for like,
Look at that.
I don't even remember, but it was a good price at the Brawley Garden Center up here.
Okay.
Like they were just trying to get rid of it for the season.
Nice.
And then we got some jade, pothos, a lipstick plant, a mix of like a neon, golden pothos, and I think a, what is it, the Marble Queen?
Yeah.
A compacta, a Brazil, another golden. This right here is like my propagations of pothos, and I just stick them all in together. So we got some neon, some Brazil, some golden, another one of my little Hoyas. But this one cracks me up, this golden pothos. If you see it coming down here, and then it turns in, like, I think it's confused. It's my little jungle.
Thank you so much for sharing it with
No
everyone.
problem. I'm always happy to share. Like, people are like, can I come look? I'm like, come on, let's talk plants for a while.
Truly.
So,
It's like a botanical garden. Okay, how incredibly amazing was that? Isn't Cass just the best? And you know, again, huge thank you to her. I couldn't believe all of the beautiful plants. And I did notice when I was editing there were a few we didn't cover, and honestly it was just due to not wanting the episode to be 2 hours long. So we'll definitely have to do a follow-up visit. And I just wanted to take all her pets home with me as well. So make sure to leave her lots of good planty love in the comments, because it is not easy to allow a crazy plant person to come into your home and film your entire plant collection. Now, if you'd like to see future episodes show up in your newsfeed, feed, make sure to subscribe. And we also have a wonderful plant community on Instagram that we would love for you to be part of. Lastly, huge thank you again to Picnic for partnering with me on this episode. Click the link below to sign up for Picnic and receive 50% off your first order plus free shipping. Simply take the quiz and the promotion will automatically apply. Alright guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. You will definitely be seeing me soon. Bye!